Hello, everybody, and welcome into That Real Texas Team podcast, episode 58. And we are doing a Week 16 preview of the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to play the Pat Mahomes-led Kansas City Chiefs. 13-1. And they're only a 3.5-point favorite, according to ESPN. So that's interesting. My name is Curtis Brown. I'm the host of the channel, as well as the host of this AFC South show. With me, as always, my esteemed co-hosts, Mike, a.k.a. Magic Mike, a.k.a. No, I'm done. Head on over to Mass 3 Productions. That's Mike's stuff. He's a videographer. He's a photographer. Like, subscribe, notification bell. You can find him at Mass 3 Productions across all social medias. Down here at the bottom, we got our main man, Chris, a.k.a. Pac-Man Freestyle, a.k.a. Slim Chickens, and the host of That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Like, subscribe, notification bells. You can find him at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk across all the social medias. He's always posting on Facebook, so if you're on the Facebooks, hit a thing. Do the thing. With that being said, let's get into this. Gentlemen, how we doing?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Hell yeah.
I'm even more excited
that get my division jacket or shirt or whatever I'm gonna buy this year.
Yeah.
I'm happy because Patrick Mahomes' ankle is working.
Yeah.
Not gonna chicken out.
I need that ankle to be healthy. So I want a healthy Patrick Mahomes.
On that
go. No, he's playing. He's playing. No excuses.
Oh, of course he's playing, but I want an all the way healthy Patrick Mahomes. I don't want to hear no excuses. His ankle is hurt. No, I don't want to hear none of that.
Do we get any excuses for Joe Mixon?
No.
So,
yeah,
hip drop.
Factual.
Anybody came back and played though, so there's that. There's always that.
He tried to come back and play in the Bears game too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that didn't work out.
Anyway, look, we got some injuries to talk about. Nothing super crazy, but some things that are not great. Number one, obviously, we already talked about it a little bit. Joe Mixon, he is a limited participant for the second time in as many days at practice. And I don't know, it's troubling. I feel like the last time he was this limited in practice, we didn't see him suit up for a while. And I hope that doesn't happen because realistically, he is the offense. Like on days where Stroud is just not doing it, it's been mixed.
Game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not all Stroud's fault. I know he has over 3,000 yards, but it's every game. Like we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Can't sugarcoat that. It's every game.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Other injuries of note: no Juice Scruggs. We're looking at no John Mechie. He's missed his second straight practice. Folo Fatakasi, also 2 straight practices missed. Cade Stover did not participate. This is concerning. Meanwhile, everybody's talking about Mahomes' ankle, but he's been a full participant in practice both the last couple days.
That's why I call bullshit.
Yeah. So
you saw where the spread went, full participation, and the spread just keeps going up.
Yep. When it looked like he wasn't playing, the Texans were favored by 2.5, and the moment it looked like he was playing, that spread had a 6-point flop the other direction. Yeah. And it's just not looking great. It doesn't give me any of the Chiefs practice report, unfortunately. But for the second week in a row, on the injury report, and you can look it up yourself, on the injury report, Kenyon Green is labeled as an offensive tackle. Now, when they activated him earlier today, off of IR, it said guard. But on the injury report, it says offensive tackle. How and why? Is there really just an intern getting just shit work done? Is that what's happening?
So real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. but I am looking at the Chiefs injury report. I do see here that Hollywood Brown was a full participant. I do see that. Not meaning he's going to do anything, but that is something that's noted because he hasn't played all season.
Yep.
All season, so that is something to look at. Harrison Butler's back, whatever, fine. They hadn't really seemed to have very many kicking problems anyway. Creed Humphrey, did he play last week? Man,
I don't know.
that's a center. I'm trying to think if he man, and I paid attention. I'm sorry, it's just because like I wanted to look because I was really but anyway, their tackle DJ Humphries, he did not practice. Defensive back Kamari Connor, I have no idea who that is. Oh, he's not even gonna play. He has concussion, so he's not even gonna play this weekend. Other than that, and Jawan Taylor, which is he was a full participant today. So everybody besides DJ Humphries and Kamari Connor, everybody else that I named practiced, and obviously Patrick Mahomes, he was a full participant today. We have a bunch of people that didn't practice today.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them don't really matter. Davis Mills, Davis Mills has illness. Do we have a third stringer?
Keaton Slovis, former USC BYU quarterback. Caden Slovis.
Davis, go get you some chicken noodle soup.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
For real. I'm looking at
Kenyon was a full participant, so he might actually play at left guard this weekend. Like I keep bringing that up because I think he's gonna go back because it hasn't gotten any better, guys. But we go ahead back to what you were saying, Curtis. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was really curious.
Look, you're good. I feel like our offensive line, honestly, I feel like these two teams are very, very similar this season. Quarterback who, coming into the season, everybody's highly anticipating phenomenal numbers from, only to give you, to this point, 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, with a passer rating of 91.
Must be talking about Patrick Mahomes.
That is Mahomes.
I said before, the Chiefs are just us with better luck.
Yeah. A lot better luck in some situations. So that's
manufactured better luck, but yeah.
Yeah, NFL generated luck, yes.
Yeah.
But just beyond the quarterbacks, you've got the offensive line reshuffling. They've had Joe Thuney on the roster for a few years now playing left guard, and he's been a phenomenal left guard. He's been great. However, due to the injuries, and I mean injuries, like 3-4 deep at left tackle, they're moving. Joe Thuney's been playing left tackle the last couple weeks, and they've had somebody coming in and filling in at left guard. I can't remember who it is, but it's a younger guy. And this is a Chiefs team that is getting Patrick Mahomes annihilated pretty often. Texans fan, does this sound familiar to anybody? I can't imagine that it does. We're just sitting here in the middle of probably the worst season for a quarterback in the Texans uniform since David Carr. In terms of getting sacked anyway. CJ Stroud's stats are 3,200 yards, 17 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, and a passer rating of 89.
Very similar.
Very similar. Both of these gentlemen are significantly underperforming. Their defenses are carrying the entire unit all the way to wins. And there's several games where the Chiefs are not even throwing passing touchdowns. It's just all ground game. A lot of games this year that Mahomes is throwing no touchdowns and only interceptions. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs from a couple years ago. This is not, oh God, we're playing the Chiefs. Mahomes is going to light us up. This isn't them. Just the same way that this Texans team is not the Texans team that we were advertised coming into the season.
Oh.
This is a ground and pound game. Honestly, the 41.5 point over under seems high as hell. I could see
I
this
would think
game.
that too.
I could see this game being 17-14, 17-16. Just kind of depends on whose defense wants to do it, like really fucking give it the old college try. But with the people that are looking like they're not going to play, Juice, Fadukasi, Mechie, Stover, possibly Mixon could be a thing.
Bro, don't knock on wood.
I know. I knocked on the woods. But with the possibility of all those guys missing, the reintroduction of Christian Harris is paramount this game. He's got to continue to build off what he did last week against the Dolphins and continue to take strides to get better. That's going to help us a lot because obviously missing Agent Zero out there in the middle of the field is a thing.
Yeah.
But Christian Harris kind of softened that blow last week. And if he's able to do that.
He was a lot better than I thought he was going to be.
Yes. And if we're able to do that.
I mean, he wasn't Al-Shaair all over the place, but he was actually kind of all over the place. And I was not saying he couldn't have did it, but when you miss a lot of time, and of course you would rather see him do that. But when you miss a lot of time and he hasn't played it all this season, I was really nervous that he was going to be out there and kind of on the island. I was really nervous about that. I didn't think he was going to be bad, but still.
Conspiracy theory, myself, he's been healthy for about 4 weeks. That's what I honestly feel, that he's actually been healthy. And they're just like, you know what?
Oh, I'm not doubting it. I think he's been healthy. I just think I was just thinking him going with real-time game speed. That was my concern. It wasn't about like his health, in my opinion. It was about because you know how it is. You hadn't played in a game and you're a little rusty. And like I expected some rust, and it was a lot less rust.
What you said is with him,
40 on him.
If he's a step slow, that means he only runs a 4.4, which is still faster than most other linebackers in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
That's the step slow for him. So he might have actually been rusty, but because he's that much faster than even Azeez and Henry To'oTo'o, we don't notice it.
Yeah. And he's going to have to be huge this week because we're playing a team that relies heavily on the tight end. Travis Kelce and Noah Gray the last couple of weeks. Noah Gray's been getting all the touchdowns, but Travis Kelce's been slowly getting an
open for some reason.
What?
It still bugs me that for some reason Travis Kelce's slow butt is always open. He's slow. I'm talking about Travis Kelce. There is nothing special about Travis Kelce, but for some reason he always open. I love Travis Kelce, by the way. I ain't like down talking Travis Kelce.
He's huge.
I love Travis Kelce. Just saying.
That dude is huge, and the thing is, he's huge and slow enough to where Jimmy Ward, this might be a game that he's actually useful.
Yeah.
Because if he can't run with Travis Kelce, this needs to be his last year in the NFL.
You know what I didn't know?
Apparently, a lot of people can't run with Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
But
what's up?
Real quick, before you go, so like speaking on the Travis Kelce thing, so like what they need to pay attention to is Travis Kelce is going to be real hot in the first and second quarter, and he's going to kind of simmer down the rest of the game. You're not going to really see too much Travis Kelce. Noah Gray's going to, like you said, he's going to get the touchdown. Noah Gray's going to get the touchdown, and Travis Kelce is going to just kind of, Travis Kelce is going to quietly have like 60, 70 yards somehow. I don't know how, but he's going to quietly have 60, 70 yards, and he's going to get them all in the first two quarters. He might not catch the ball in the third or fourth quarter. I've noticed that the last couple of weeks with them.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing.
Well, I was going to say that the Texans, in a fantasy perspective, the Texans actually allow the fourth fewest fantasy points to tight ends, which to me obviously means that there's a lot of production not happening at the tight end room when the Texans defense is on the field. Whoever's covering the tight ends, they're doing a damn good job. And I think if it's Jimmy Ward, especially this week, I'm okay. Christian Harris, he's faster than both of the tight ends. I'm not necessarily worried about the tight ends. I think we match up very, very well. In fact, there are a lot of fantasy experts saying to sit Travis Kelce this week.
As long as it's not Okuda.
Just like they're saying sit Mahomes. And you know why they're saying sit Mahomes, because that defensive line go get after him.
Yeah.
That's why they're saying sit him, because because you got to face Pittsburgh after you face us. So you'll have to face two, and that's which from a Chiefs perspective, I understand.
But
from a football player perspective, I understand Patrick Mahomes.
There's Texans fans. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Texans fans that are complaining about the gauntlet that we're going through. But when I look at it, the Chiefs are going through a gauntlet as well.
Oh,
it's not just us.
Every team that we're playing in this 3 games in 15 days, they're also doing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Baltimore, they're playing the Steelers on Saturday. Then they play us on Wednesday. And then the Chiefs I don't know who plays that.
The Chiefs play the Steelers.
Steelers, and then the Broncos.
Yeah. So, I mean, realistically here, this is everybody's kind of getting the same kind of beat up, not getting the full week off in between games. It's a pretty level playing field for all these teams right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really this team got an 11-day break before this game. None of that.
Everybody's already had their bye week, so we got to do it for real.
Baltimore better be careful before Baltimore at the end of the Baltimore better be careful for they in the last wild card spot, and they end up having to play Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's who needs to worry.
Well, and the thing is, I know we haven't brought it up, but God, do not let DeAndre Hopkins fucking kill us.
I don't think he's really been killing anybody. He's had games where he's had a couple touchdowns or whatever, but he's not torching anybody. He's not putting up DeAndre Hopkins numbers like he was when he was here, or his best year in Tennessee, or like he was in Arizona. This is an older DeAndre Hopkins who is really, really good at third down catches, and he knows how to get open in the red zone.
And that's my worry, is the fact that he hasn't done anything. Is there anybody that's going to think that he didn't have this game circled on the calendar the minute he went to the Chiefs?
Absolutely.
And there's also a safety that plays for the Chiefs that I'm pretty sure probably had this circled.
Yeah, Justin Reed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Justin Reed's been playing his ass off.
Angry.
He's been playing his ass off. Oh, no. Hey, bro, I'm not angry. Because we'd have had Justin Reed, that guy named Kalen Bullock wouldn't be on the team.
Or Jalen Petrie. I'm good. I at first I was a little upset too, because Lovey figured out how to use Justin Reed pretty well. Mm-hmm. Well, no, Justin Reed was gone.
Yeah, Justin Reed's been gone.
No, he was the defensive. He was the defensive coordinator when he was. He didn't play for what's his face? Did he?
He didn't play for David Culley.
He didn't play for David.
Justin Reed was already gone.
I think he was gone after Bill O'Brien left.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, like Justin Reed's been gone like 3 years.
Yeah.
Did him and JJ left the same time?
I believe so.
Okay, somebody else.
Yeah.
Either way, Justin Reed was a well-liked Texan.
He was. I had his jersey.
Wow.
I need to get a Watt jersey. I've been kind of dragging out.
Yeah, especially you had all the comparisons with his brother, because who just suddenly disappeared one day, mind you.
Oh,
but
no, he ran his mouth too much.
Yeah,
he talked too much about what he felt, what he thought, and the NFL don't. Bro, you're not allowed to have feelings. The fuck?
Go out there and hit that guy. Shut up.
That's it. That's your job. Go do your job.
Especially he's so great.
All right. Well, look, let's ask this question. Ways to win. All right. My ways to win. My first one is we've got to have a good left guard. And Mike, before you, hold
I
on,
already told you who's starting.
Mike, before you joined, Chris and I were talking about an extremely odd occurrence that happened the last time Titus Howard played the Chiefs. He was asked to play left guard and effectively played his best game as a left guard ever, shutting down Chris Jones for 2 tackles total. No tackles for loss, no sacks, no pressures. If Titus is playing left guard,
he's not. I'm
I
telling
know.
you right now,
I
he's
know.
not.
Since Kenyon Green's back, it's clear that he'll be left guard 1, unfortunately. But to me, Titus is the best left guard that we've got on the team, and he's playing right tackle.
No, but is he really? I actually, if you were able to find that stat, I'm pretty sure the Texans personnel was able to find that same stat, and they might keep it.
Yeah,
you might keep it the same.
Yeah, and the
It's
Texans
like
still
Blake
have
Fisher.
figured out this
Blake
damn
Fisher didn't
offensive
play
line.
bad. Blake Fisher did not play bad.
Yeah, a lot of the
apparently playing tackle for our team is actually not too hard right now. Apparently, because they know that the interior is where it's at. I'm telling man, them people they don't even try. They don't even try to tackle.
No.
But the thing was, Titus didn't suck at left guard.
Yeah, but what's the call wasn't better at center. They still ran right up the middle. Then you got Shaq Mason on the other side.
No,
they're running right up the middle.
It was Shaq Mason that was getting exposed.
Yeah.
But Titus held his own. And my thing is, I'd probably keep Kenyon Green as a backup. Because Shaq Mason's probably good. Shaq Mason wouldn't it be amazing if Shaq Mason was the guy replaced and not Titus?
I can see that. Like I told you, I would rather Kenyon be where CJ can see him. I would rather him be there where CJ can see him. You know, just as bad as it sounds, I would rather where CJ can see him, and it might not help a lot, but it might help some because CJ will know.
But what you say makes sense. Your 2 best offensive linemen are protecting his blind side.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the hard part is just kind of finding the proper pieces in the right spot. It's like we're at a weird spot with this offensive line. So to me, figuring out which one goes out there at left guard 1 is the big deal, and shutting down Chris Jones. And I don't have a worry in the world about Karlaftis getting one over on Laramie Tunsil or whoever. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about big man Chris Jones in the middle, just absolutely eating whoever's in the middle.
But Chris Jones has been playing a lot of end this year as well.
Yes.
He's been lined up at the defensive end. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has more pass snaps at end than he does at tackle this year.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Now, something else, let's just flip the script here. The Chiefs left guard. It's just as big a question mark for them as it is for us. Well, Chris is gone. He'll be back.
I don't know. You said something offensive, Curtis. What did you say to him?
I don't know. But the Chiefs left guard is also a weakness. So, the Texans coaching staff, D'Amico Ryans, everybody's got to be aware of the fact that the Chiefs left guard is not Joe Thuney. And if Creed Humphrey misses this week, then, buddy, we're looking at a similar situation as far as Tim Settle and Mario Edwards Jr. might be able to eat. Man.
Damn, they got just like just in and out. Well, I saw last week, I saw a snap where not just snap, a few plays to where it was Daniil, Will Anderson on the ends, Danico Autry was playing tackle, and Mario Edwards was the other tackle, and Tim Settle, and they swapped it out, and it was dangerous. I saw Dylan Horton play a little bit of tackle just to get those bodies on the field, and Tua didn't look comfortable all damn day.
No. Now, I will say that there are definitely better linemen on the Chiefs. I think Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey and even Juwan Taylor, to an extent, are better than what the Dolphins trotted out there this last week. Yeah. It'd be a different story if Armstead played, but, this is – and Tooney, of course. Tooney's been very good. This is a much, in theory, much better team, offensive line group than the Dolphins. But it's the injuries, and you've got your best – I would say your best offensive lineman playing slightly out of position to hopefully not get Patrick Mahomes killed as often. Unfortunately for him, he's being tasked with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. and Danico Autry.
One thing I will say this: I've noticed that Will and Danielle actually play better when the guy across from them's a better football player.
Yeah.
The better the talent is across from them, the better that they turn up. It's like they find the extra gear that they have to have.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We hear you. We hear you.
I'm trying to connect to my damn headphone.
You're good. My next ways to win: don't let this Kansas City offense get rolling for the first time all season against you. Mahomes and company have not looked great. The rushing game has been, again, just like us, the rushing game has been predominantly the thing that's carried them to victory on offense. They made a move to bring in DeAndre Hopkins because the wide receiver room is just falling flat. I mean, it's just not awe-inspiring.
Didn't they bring Juju back as well?
Yeah, Juju's back. They got Juju Smith-Schuster, DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy. And Xavier Worthy really hadn't had those old-school Tyreek Hill plays where Patrick Mahomes is just like, fuck it, he's down there somewhere, or he will be.
And I thought they would. I really did think that it was going to be a good part of a big part of their offense that they brought back. But just like CJ's really not been bombing it down the field, neither has Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. And that's why I think our defense is going to match up pretty well with this. Derek Stingley's playing phenomenal football right now. Kamari Lassiter playing years ahead of what he should be for a rookie. Kalen Bullock doing the same thing, playing light years ahead of where he should be right now. I'm excited for the future of this team, let alone this week. But
this defense is real, and they're young. They're young. Danielle Hunter and Danico Autry are the two old guys. And Danico Autry is
Jimmy Ward.
I don't count Jimmy Ward because if Jalen Petrie was there, Jimmy Ward wouldn't be playing. He wouldn't be playing. Because it's starting to look like this team, especially if you look at the snap counts, this team has more faith in Eric Murray than they do Jimmy Ward.
I could see that.
That's sad.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. Because Eric Murray's played a lot. I feel like I'm always seeing him on the damn field. The only time I see Jimmy Ward is when he's knocking out our own players.
God damn, he ain't gonna never let that shit down.
No, dude, I saw it's like 4 times. It's like, dude, if you ever stop giving our own players brain damage, you're gonna be doing good things. Oh. Speaking of which kind of brings me to my next point, shut down the run game. Whether it's Kareem Hunt, Pacheco,
Pacheco,
Samaje Perine.
I forgot about that guy.
Shut it all down. Perine.
Well, the thing about Perine, all you got to worry about him is throwing him the ball. He's not going to do too much rushing. They throw him the ball.
Absolutely.
and probably blocking. As far as Kareem Hunt, we won't see as much Kareem Hunt as Kareem Hunt has been playing this year. It's going to be a lot more Pacheco. They've been ramping him up every week, and he's been getting more and more touches every week. And before some, they don't look like they do the 1-2 punch like that. They like to stick to their running back.
This is Andy Reid. I don't put shit past him.
Yeah.
We're all thinking that Samaje Perine's going to be, Samaje's in the game. It must be a pass play. They're going to run a fucking draw.
That's usually, if they run it with him, that's what they're doing. Because they know that, he usually gets those catches. But shutting down that run game makes this game one-dimensional for the Texans. And in theory, with Mahomes' leg being hurt, the high ankle sprain, we'll call it. You shut down the running game. Now you're making Mahomes have to throw. If you're applying pressure, interior pressure, with the left guard, potentially Creed Humphrey not playing, you're making him have to run immediately. If his ankle is hurt even a little bit, he's not going to be at the same level he normally is. It's just not what it is. It's just, unless they're just about to shoot this man up with all the lidocaine and whatever hell else they can throw at him, just so he doesn't feel his ankle. All it takes is one good tackle, and he's going to be feeling that ankle again.
It all comes back.
Yep. And that brings me to my last and final ways to win. With Mahomes on the run, under pressure, and the running game non-existent, make Mahomes make mistakes. This year, unlike most years, he's very prone to making mistakes. 11 interceptions. He's fumbled several times. He's getting sacked a lot.
It's him holding the ball too.
Yeah.
He is holding the ball.
Yeah. He's been holding the ball for years. Last year, the number 1 and number 2 offenders for holding the ball the longest in the NFL, Justin Fields, Patrick Mahomes. Both of them averaged 3.5 seconds or more.
And Justin, you knew he was going to take off.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mahomes is known to hold on to the ball. He's not seeing the field very well this year. Make him make mistakes. That's how I think we win this game. Gentlemen, what do you have for ways to win?
Control the clock. Control the ball. With CJ, Joe Mixon, and I'm going to say it again. So we need to weed in some Dameon Pierce. We need to control the clock.
What's going on with that?
No, because Joe Mixon's him. He's already proven that. Yeah. And they are treating him like a workhorse back. Like, if you think about anything, the 49ers, before Christian McCaffrey started getting hurt again, did you ever see anybody else play other than him? We didn't even know who the hell his backups were till this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his backups hurt too.
Yep.
Yeah, but the guy that they got playing for him, I actually like. And I wanted the Texans to draft.
Garendo?
Yep, I really wanted the Texans to draft.
Me too. He had that top end speed that I liked.
And he's a big body.
I wanted Jalen Wright out of Tennessee.
That's not a bad one either.
No, but
yeah, I digress. We get back to it. We've got to control the clock. Our defense has spent a lot of time on the field the last 9 weeks. Our defense has been on the field. They've played good. They've held up and stuff. But wouldn't it be great to give them a little bit of a break? Let's sustain some drives. Nope. This 3-and-out shit. It's got to go. I love that Tommy Townsend's going back home and he's going to get an opportunity to kick the shit out of the ball there again. But I really don't want to see it if I don't have to.
Yeah. Which, let me ask you this question. Trent McDuffie's got to be covering Nico Collins, right?
Victim.
I mean, that's who I would assume they'd be putting on him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of another. What's another Chiefs corner?
You won't find another. He's a jag, just a guy.
Mm.
Yeah, because I think their other corner, I think he's hurt.
Yeah, this is a backup playing, regardless.
Yeah, that's a backup because damn it, what's his name, man? He's hurt. Their other corner's hurt. I just saw that.
I'm looking him up.
So in other words, Tank, you ready yet? You ready to come play football with the rest of us?
For real. Let's see.
Because Tank has had one Tank-like game the whole year. One.
And that wasn't even, and that was a game where Nico wasn't even playing.
Yeah, that's why it was a Tank game.
Trent McDuffie. Chris Roland Wallace.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Keith Taylor.
Nope.
Joshua Williams.
Nope.
Kamari Connor. Jaden Hicks.
That's why they brought in Steven Nelson.
Yeah.
That's why they brought him in.
Brian Cook, Justin Reed, Nazee Johnson. That's literally every DB they have on the roster.
Damn, they actually are in. They might be in worse shape than we are.
Yeah. So here's another one. So they also have all their injured reserve players. So they would have to activate Hollywood Brown by Friday for him to be.
Oh, because he's not even activated yet. I think they're gonna have him activated. You saw Christian Harris was activated a fucking Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was us trying to be sneaky. That was us trying to be sneaky. I ain't going to lie to you.
Jalen Watson is the other corner that I.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
He's on IR.
But he's obviously not coming back because he's not even on the injury report. So
Steven Nelson is on their practice squad. Tyquan Thornton's on their practice squad.
Oh, damn. I didn't know they had Tyquan.
Yep. They brought in DJ Humphreys to play tackle, but he doesn't look like he's starting.
He's on the injury report, though.
Yeah. Man, this is crazy.
Yeah, but like Creed Humphreys, he was a full participant.
Well, he'll probably
today.
be good to go then, but all right. Any more?
Whoever's playing their left guard, and that's the thing about it. Whoever's playing their left guard, who is their left guard? Because they have
I'm not afraid of the offensive line at all. I'm not.
Oh well, it's been bad all year. Their offensive line's been bad like ours. But see, it's just the thing about it is, like this is okay. So like like we talked about like what Tim Settle said. This has to be a Tim Settle game, man, because I love it. I love the fire. I love the mess. The offensive line is bad, just like ours.
Yep. Honestly, this is a game that I feel like it's defense versus defense, and which offense is going to be slightly less inept.
Mm-hmm. Just don't let Mahomes get the ball last, and we're all right.
Shit.
No, take the game out of the referee's hands.
Yeah.
Don't make it close. If you make it close, you're gonna get screwed.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, we'll see how that works with the way they've been playing this year.
Yeah, for real. All right, look, let's go ahead and get into the predictions then, gentlemen. As I mentioned at the top, the Kansas City Chiefs are now a 3.5-point favorite, and the over/under 41.5. Who wants to go first?
21-17.
I got it.
I'm down with mine. 21-17. Texans. And I think I'm going a little too high. But 21-17 Texans.
Okay. You're still under, so I mean,
I still think I'm too high, but we'll go with that.
Okay. Mike?
2013.
20-13. Houston, I assume.
Oh, of course. I can't. My conscience and my spirit won't let me think the other team can ever win. Like we said that at the beginning of the year, the Texans could win every game on the schedule.
Yeah, except maybe not the Vikings game. Maybe not the
No,
Vikings game, but all the others for sure.
Even at the beginning of the year, we thought we could beat the Vikings. We didn't see a game like, yeah, we definitely gonna get our ass kicked. That's not the team we are. I don't. And the reason why I say 20-13, Patrick Mahomes does not finish the game. If this ankle stuff is real, and it actually is, he's hobbled, he won't finish the game.
Yeah, because our D-line is way better than Cleveland. Cleveland has a really good D-line.
Yep. I'm going to go 17-16 Houston.
Ooh, heart attack.
Yeah, it's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be defense heavy. It's going to be ugly. A lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, NFL, why do games suck so much this year? The Jags beat the Titans 10-6. Now we got this.
The Jags and the Titans, who gives a shit?
I'm going to say, did anybody really watch that game?
No, because it was 10-6. And it was the Jags.
People watch it before. They weren't going to watch it before. Come on, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, anybody who was interested watched about 5 minutes and was like, this sucks. And then
you know what? There's that moment to say, when's the last time I turned on my Madden?
Yeah. Now, one thing I find interesting, and it might be just, what are they supposed to do? But college football playoffs are starting this weekend as well.
Ooh,
and there are 3 games on Saturday. And they're coinciding with all the games. All the Saturday games. So
you got to make a conscious decision of what am I going to watch.
Yeah. Now, fortunately for me, I'm a Vols fan, and our game doesn't start till like 7 p.m. against the Buckeyes.
Okay.
So I'm cool there. But the Texans game being 1, we're 1, 12 o'clock.
I don't have like I said, I don't have a reason to watch any of these college games. I don't. But my team,
neither do I.
Yeah, my team's already sitting at home, and they've been sitting at home all year long. So it's
look. Hold that thought. You should watch that Vols game for 2 reasons.
I'm going to.
2 reasons. The center for the Vols. Watch him. The second reason. The Vols have, without a doubt, the deepest defensive line I have seen them ever have. And this comes from somebody who grew up with John Henderson, Albert Hainsworth, Sean Ellis, and all these huge motherfuckers on the team at the same time.
So we're talking about a Georgia-like defensive line.
Yeah, like to the point where every drive or every 4 plays, they send out a whole new line, and there's no drop off.
No, that might put Georgia to shame. Georgia couldn't do that.
Yeah. They have 3 different groups that they send out there.
Holy shit.
I don't know the ages or the classes of some of these gentlemen, but if any of them are seniors, it's probably worth watching.
You just piqued my interest.
Yeah.
You definitely did.
Yeah. So there you go. With that being said, do we have any more comments? Texans, Chiefs.
I want to see a good game. Hold up. The Texans have not really gotten their ass kicked since that Minnesota game. Let's keep that same energy.
Yeah.
Make the Kansas City Chiefs nervous to see you later on this year. No matter what you do. Make them like, damn, bro, we either escaped with our ass or God damn, they beat the brakes off of us. That's what I want I want the echoes that are whispering in people's ears about the Houston Texans. I told you before, we can change it just by running the tape.
Yeah. Got the first down, right?
That Miami game's out of the way. And regardless of what people are saying on Facebook, We are not going to lose to the fucking Titans.
No.
They got one. They got one from us.
Will Levis might not even be playing the way he's playing right now.
But no, I don't care.
They benched him.
I don't care what Will Levis does.
No. I'm with you. I'm just saying.
No, I agree also. And they're going to get Kirk Cousins next year.
Do y'all remember the last time the Texans played the Chiefs?
We won, didn't we?
No.
No, we didn't.
I thought we won the last time we beat them.
CJ Stroud. This is going to be CJ Stroud's first game against the Chiefs.
Well, I know CJ, but I thought we beat them last time we played them.
The last time we played them was Davis Mills.
Mm-hmm.
And we lost like 27-24.
And Davis, that was one of Davis's best games too.
He had 2 passing touchdowns. He ran for a 17-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lead for most of that game, and then Mahomes had a drive.
Mahomes got the ball to finish the game.
That was a Super Bowl year for the Chiefs. And we, with Davis Mills, were able to damn near beat them. We almost turned around and beat the Cowboys the following week.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, say all that to say, any given Sunday, I don't give a shit that we're 9-5 and they're 13-1. This has been 2 ugly teams all fucking season. Anything could happen.
The Chiefs should be 9-5 as well. They really should.
Like also, and this is not too much pertaining to, but I do want to bring this up because I know the Ravens and the Steelers, they play, and I don't think TJ Watt's playing, and that might be an issue for the Steelers.
Yeah.
And only saying that I'm not really worried about seeding because we automatically get home field, but see, you know, that it wouldn't hurt. You know, I'm not really worried about the Bills because I don't think the Bills are going to lose anymore. They have like a cakewalk schedule, so I don't. We had our chance at the second seed. We blew games that we shouldn't have blown. You know, that's on us.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as the third seed, I wouldn't be mad about it. Whatsoever, because the Steelers are playing the Ravens, and I think the Ravens might actually take them out this go round. And if we knock those Ravens off, you know, just food for thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be pretty dope. Well, all right, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for taking time out of your evenings to come on and talk Texans ball. Folks, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit the like, subscribe button. We are trying to grow the channel, trying to hit that magical 300 number on the subscriber count. Help us along the way. Hit the thumbs up so that we can be put up in front of new Texans fans just like yourselves. With that being said, folks, thank you again. Be good people. Go Texans.
Go Texans.